What's up, Grizz Nation? We're back at it on everything Grizzlies, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the rumor that the Grizzlies are reportedly trying very hard to move up into next week's draft. So, this is first reported by Marc Stein, or not Marc Stein, or Marc Stein, whatever his name is. He made an article and it just talked about a bunch of NBA news, and one of the news was that the Grizzlies wanted to move up in the draft. And we see, the people that are subscribed to his article tweeted. But yes, the Grizzlies are trying to move up in this year's draft, and I just kind of wanted to talk about it. So I think it's first to be reported that this isn't for certain. I do think the Grizzlies will make a trade, though, but the biggest downfall to the Grizzlies will be the fact that they have 2 picks that lie in 20, while other teams have picks that may lie in the mid-draft and 20. So that is the biggest downfall, because if there were people were to make a trade, they would maybe target other picks because they're lower in the draft, or higher in the draft, my bad. So I've brought up mock draft, holy moly, and I'm going to highlight the picks I think the Grizzlies could go through. I think Memphis will not get a top 10 pick. I just don't think they will. I think the only pick that really make a lot of sense for them would probably be the Pelicans pick. Pelicans will probably want up 2 years, and I don't think the Pelicans want any picks in this year's draft, so they want to win now players. So that kind of limits what the Grizzlies can do. And the picks I'm very focused on are picks 12 through 15, just because the Hornets have picks 13 to 15, and I'm going to get into it in a minute. And then you have the 12th pick with the Thunder and the 14th pick with the Cavs. So the Cavs, they want to move back in this draft and add another pick, while the Hornets want win-now players and a defensive-minded center. The Thunder, they probably just want to add assets and, more picks. So, which, makes sense because they want to, evaluate the most talent possible to make their best team. So, but I'm going to be talking about 13 and 15. Now, it has been reported that the Hornets want to get off Gordon Hayward's contract, add a defensive-minded center, and add defensive talent to their roster, which the Grizzlies have. I propose a trade that the Grizzlies will send pick 22, 29, Steven Adams, and D'Anthony Melton, which is roughly $25, $26 million a year. And you get 2 picks in 22 and 29, which you can get some veteran players like Marjan Beauchamp, and you can get some scorers like Nikola Jokic and Wendell Moore, who are also all instant impact players. And you trade the Grizzlies pick 13, 15, and Gordon Hayward. Now, you might be asking, why would the Hornets do this? The Hornets get more experience with D'Anthony Melton and Steven Adams. And look, I think Steven Adams, he's a better defender. He's a better rebounder than Mason Plumlee. Yeah. Is it Mason? Yeah. And he adds new levels to their game because he adds like the playmaking and cutting ability, and I think that'll also help guys such as Miles Bridges and LaMelo Ball. But the Grizzlies, on the other hand, they need to move on from Steven Adams. They just do. They need Jaren to play that 5 position. And this allows the Grizzlies to go after guys such as Mark Williams if you want to get a shot blocking big. Or, in this case, Jeremy Shohan, who I'm very fond of, if you guys saw in one of the last videos. Or you can get someone like Johnny Davis or Malachi Branham, or Tyree Eason. And I think this allows the Grizzlies to draft 2 players who you can develop and go through your system, kind of like you went through with Desmond Bane, and really add 2 new players. So you can really expand your window, and this will allow you to move on from Dylan Brooks and possibly Brandon Clark if you feel like he's not improving the way you want him to. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. Please comment what you guys think about this. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Jeremy Shohan, and I just uploaded a video on Malachi Branham. So watch that, and I think he would have fit the Grizzlies perfectly just with his mid-range shooting. But in a couple videos ago, and reports say that the Grizzlies, or Tyree Eason is a player that the Grizzlies have worked out, even though knowing that he's out of their range. So that might be a player that the Grizzlies have some interest in. That might be the trade-up target. We don't know. But, like I said, feel free to comment what you guys think about trading up and the trade in general. Now, I know we would be adding a big contract in Gordon Hayward, but he is an all-star or a former All-Star, and this is someone who could add another 15 to 20 points coming off the bench, which is, I think that's something the Grizzlies need, is consistent scoring off the bench. So I do think the Grizzlies, if they made that trade, would be a better team, but I think long term it would kind of make their future not as um, certain. But we don't know what happens with pick 13 and 15. So that's gonna be it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, and you guys have a good day.